You know what's interesting about childhood trauma? It almost never looks the way people expect it to. When most people hear the word trauma, they picture something extreme, abuse, violence, something obviously terrible. But psychology research tells a very different story. Some of the deepest trauma doesn't come from what happened to you. It comes from what didn't happen, the comfort that never came, the emotions that were never safe to feel. And the signs you're still carrying it? They don't look like damage, they look like your personality. Here are 7 signs of childhood trauma that nobody ever talks about, and once you understand them, everything changes. The first sign is being fiercely independent, but not in a healthy way. In a, I would rather suffer alone than ask anyone for help way. Most people see this as strength, but developmentally, this pattern often forms when a child learns that depending on others leads to disappointment. The brain adapts by building emotional self-sufficiency as a survival strategy. Psychologists call this avoidant attachment, and it doesn't mean you're strong. It means at some point, needing people felt dangerous, so you stopped. The second sign is over-explaining. You can't just say no. You need 3 reasons, an apology, and a backup plan before you feel safe setting a boundary. This isn't politeness, it's a trauma response. When a child grows up in an environment where their boundaries were questioned, dismissed, or punished, the nervous system learns that no is never enough on its own. So you over-justify everything, not because you owe an explanation, but because your body remembers what happened when you didn't give one. The third sign is carrying other people's moods like they're your responsibility. Someone near you gets upset and your whole body shifts into fix-it mode. This isn't empathy, it's hypervigilance. In developmental psychology, this is connected to what's called emotional parentification, when a child learns to monitor and manage a caregiver's emotions to stay safe. Your brain got trained to scan the room, read the energy, and adjust yourself before anyone got angry. That skill kept you alive then, but it's exhausting you now. The fourth sign is one that surprises most people. You struggle with good things. A compliment makes you suspicious. A peaceful day makes you anxious. A relationship going well makes you wait for the other shoe to drop. This is your nervous system doing exactly what it was trained to do. When a child grows up in an unpredictable environment, the brain learns that calm is not safe. Calm is the pause before the storm. Neurobiologically, the amygdala stays activated even during positive experiences because it never learned that good things can just stay good. Now think about this for a moment. How often do we misread these patterns? Someone who never asks for help looks strong. Someone who over-explains looks polite. Someone who manages everyone's emotions looks caring. But sometimes these aren't personality traits at all. They're survival adaptations that never got switched off. You didn't choose this, your nervous system did. The fifth sign is mentally rehearsing conversations before you have them. You run through every possible reaction, every worst-case response before you say a single word. This is your brain running threat simulations. In psychology, it's linked to a hyperactive stress response system. Your cortisol levels spike before a conversation even begins because your body remembers a time when saying the wrong thing had real consequences. The sixth sign is a feeling of guilt that never quite goes away. Guilt for resting, guilt for saying no, guilt for existing in a way that takes up space. This often develops in children who were made to feel like a burden, not always through words, but through sighs, withdrawal, or emotional unavailability. The brain internalized a message. Your needs are an inconvenience. And even decades later, that message still plays on a quiet loop. And the seventh sign, the one that ties all of this together, is a constant, quiet search for what's wrong with you. You've read the books, you've taken the quizzes, you've wondered why you can't just be normal. But here's what the research actually points to. Nothing is wrong with you. These patterns aren't proof that you're broken. They're proof that your brain did exactly what it needed to do to protect a child who had no other options. Those patterns you carry, they're not flaws. They're survival. and recognizing them is the first step to rewiring them. You are not broken. You survived. If this describes something you've never had words for, tell me in the comments. Which sign hit you the hardest? Was it the guilt, the fear of good things, or something else entirely? And if you want more like this, subscribe. I'll be here